I'm going to read you a long poem. It's about 10 minutes long. It's called Time, a Lockdown Story. And it's all about how lockdown kind of gave us time, but at the same time took it away from us somehow. So here it is. What time is it? Winter lingers, raw and stormy, blackthorn blossom tardy on the twig. An endless viral tempest gnaws on another half a year off normal living. Mother rings and rings me. Come and see me. No, Mum. Why not? Lockdown. Sod the lockdown. This routine is daily, ceaseless. The only change is the ruse she uses. When did you start following rules? You're becoming such a goody two-shoes. Other days, she's tearful. Never see a soul. I think I'm losing it. I'm dying. No, you're not, I scoff, annoyed, but fear is seeded dark and deep inside me. Mum has been forgetful lately, had a fall or two, repeats her questions. What time is it? When they eased restrictions last July, I'd visit. Mum and I would sit on bright-hued boho cushions, wicker chairs, her sunroom shadow-dappled from the dance of lush crabapple leaves and wine-washed acer rustling in the garden she designed, once worked in, echoing the waterfall and pond she fashioned, edged with shrubs and grasses, paths of crazy paving. Quite a tour de force, her garden. Now she pays for someone else to tend it. Age has ended labour. Cell decay and chronic illness creep around her body. Bronchioles all seizing up, so now just brewing up's become a trial of wheeze and bother. Then I just had minor worries, isolated moments of unease, like once she said she'd seen her mum, but she's been dead since 1983. What time is it? Summer waned, but COVID waxed and still no vaccine. Viral gene codes changed, converting into protein in our host cells. Tidal surges of mutations turned an autumn storm into a hurricane. COVID's next tsunami hit, marooned us, parted mum from daughter. That's what did it, tipped her over. Flooded heart with stagnant water, brain with wreckage. All the phone calls, me asserting lockdown ethic, her just scared to be alone, confused and desperate. Chest infections, falls and other torments followed. Hospital admission caused the clouds to tower, squalls to rise inside her brain. Confusion took her. Now, delirium assaults her mental function. Mood is fickle, often fearful. Speech a jumble, mum narrates delusions of unreal adventures. Sleeping rough at Stockport Market. Terror perils at the airport where fanatics stole her slippers. Certain she's been kidnapped, thinking she's in prison. What time is it? Weeks on ward E2, but visits not permitted. Facts and updates hard to glean. My calls are frantic. Calls returned are short, sporadic, answers scanty. Helpless. I just telephone the charge nurse daily. Hope to catch consultants, family liaison. Fill in friends and relatives, my mobile blazing. Meanwhile, over 7 billion people wonder when this grim pandemic might recede, if ever. Global firms go under, making staff redundant. Workers twiddle thumbs in tedium while furloughed. Some have relished extra time to practice sourdough baking, crochet, stripping cars, decoupage, oboe. Parents gamely tackle teaching adolescents spatial adverbs, algebra and algorithms during scraps of time between reports and deadlines. Time is not so stretched for all. a lifespan docked. COVID steals the very breath. A father lost. A sister, brother, grandkids lose their nana. 15 months of desolation, loss and hardship. Graphic tallied peaks and troughs are scrutinized while everybody waits for Godot. March through, what month is it? July. We've served what seems an endless prison sentence. Frontline workers stretched to breaking showed their mettle. Depths were dredged for energy. Infection threatened. Some have crumbled. Some succumbed to viral onslaught. Hence, I cannot blame consultants, healthcare workers, nurses, when communication suffers. Just bad timing. Mum's been moved, so now she's in a special unit, one that's won awards, replete with expert medics, gentle nurses. Best of all, I can now visit. Window light illuminates her weary visage. Lilac vein nets lace her arms and face. The damage many months without her loved ones has inflicted finds her bruised in brain and body, lost in every way a person can be, trapped in broken memory, sad and blue. I clip her nails and bring her coffee, often hug her tender frame and feel her frailty. No persuasion urges her to eat. The nurses have to talk her into taking medication. Time is merciless. It gives with one hand, snatches with the other. Watch the way it speeds and slackens. We intuit time is eternal, grow complacent. Trouble is, imposter time withholds forever, limits days for living beings' breath and sentience. Clearly this is known, and yet we squander seasons. What time is it? Stages of a life will hurtle by while seeming just to dawdle, even pause. Heedless teenage folly, frittered 20s passed in idle dreaming, doubting 30s full of moment-wasting worry, dawn of panic-haunted 40s. Then, we women feel the breeze that blows away the apple blossom. Overnight, the crimson fades to rose, then russet. Just like that, the petals set adrift. At 50 years, I felt the shift. Fertility was finished. Now I'm in my 60th summer on this journey. There is no entreating time to slow and show us mercy. Time's relentless. We're all in its shadow. Life's what happens while you're busy making other plans, to quote a certain music icon. Plans included growing my non-profit project. Just as that began to flourish, COVID-19 ended my endeavour, as it did for many. On and on, it seems we'll never see an ending. What time is it? I can't spare a single year from those remaining. Setting scythe to whetstone, reaper gets again on me. Full grasp of my mortality's awakened. There's so much I want to do before my body tells me no, and brain resists my urgent study. Sell my work, succeed in enterprising ventures, maybe run a venue with a cafe or a cafe as a venue. Build my a cappella choirs. COVID, cease your raining on my fire. Stop your thieving from my finite time allotment. Give us all some respite from your drawn-out torment. End the helpless panic watching fleeting moments. What time is it? Give me back the chatty weekends, rants and laughter, arguments and awkward moments. Let me feel the proper balance. She is mum and I am daughter. Let me repossess what's left of life directly. Let us all resume the life we took for granted. Time won't stall for us the way we did for COVID. From March 2020 to the end of June 2021, this much time has passed. 688 hours, 701,280 minutes, 42,076,800 seconds. What time is it? That's it.